Give me that mic, Dave. Give me that mic, man.
Yeah, you just keep talking. You'll have Charles right out here and eating your frame in there.
Well, he better worry about what he's got in there right now. He don't want none of wildfire.
David Oswald on the left is Tony Charles. Nice reversal. Goes behind.
Hey, Dave, we hate to see you go, but why don't you go ahead and leave?
Charles rolls him up, but Oswald's feet into the ropes in there. Good, fine, classic move. Boy, this guy, great
classic,
amateur wrestler.
A classic. That's right. That was a classic. All right, lad.
Top wrist lock. David Oswald hanging on to Tony Charles.
Oswald tearing him up.
Yeah, tearing him up. Got a top wrist behind. There you go.
You better tend to what you got in there is what you better do.
Tony Charles having some comments to make at the desk over here about our guest commentator, Tommy Wildfire Rich, as Tony goes right down into an armbar on David Oswald.
Well, that Dave is just playing possum. Look at here. That Dave's got him.
David trying to go for a head scissors in there. Tony blocks him off. Takes the arm, rolls him over. And now, speaking of head scissors, Tony Charles up with one right across the chin on David Oswald. The referee checks. Legal hold.
I'd like to think of something to say about Tony Charles, but I can't think of nothing.
Yeah, well,
man.
anything you got to say, I'm sure, can go without being said. Oswald slips him, went to the head, but look at Tony. Nice reversal. Takes the arm up behind. Put it in a hammer position.
Tony Charles has probably got 30 years experience against this guy that ain't got but a year. He ought to be able to do a little something.
Former world junior heavyweight champ, Tony Charles. Oswald takes him over, but look at Charles. Holds on for a
Bad
count
move
of
by
one.
Oswald. He come right out of it, too. Oswald come right out of it, Lance.
Oswald, under somebody's influence, he'll go for those shortcuts in there, as we've mentioned before. Tony takes him right down, covers him up.
Look at that Oswald, boy. He's playing defense. He's coming out of everything.
He's kicked out of it. We will not.
Oh,
deny
Dave,
that.
get
Have
him,
no
baby.
reason to. Top wrist lock again as Tony Charles and David Oswald square off in the middle, and Charles reversed it. Takes it into hammer position. And a reversal again by
thank you,
Oswald.
Lance.
With the leg, Charles takes him down. Pro hold is Charles hanging on to David Oswald. Referee Jerry Calhoun asking Oswald, you want to give it up? And now Tony rolls him over. Hooks the legs in, holds the toe, and rocks back on him. And David Oswald, center of the ring. It's Charles going for a submission right here.
This guy wrestles a lot like Robinson, and Robinson's gone, too. You know, they're all kind of going away now, man.
Yeah. Well, David Oswald rolled past the shoulder pin, and Tony back up to his feet, center of the ring, ready to get at it.
You know, I noticed every time he gets in a hole, that Charles is always smiling. He's going to get one of these guys, and they're going to slap that smile off his face, Lance.
I haven't seen anybody big enough yet to slap it off.
You ain't seen me in there with him either, Lance.
That's true. Tony Charles, that beautiful forearm, boy. He
You better tend to what you got, Charles.
Yeah, now that's what it's like when it's a legal uppercut in there without using
So
your
that's the way I
fist
do it. That's exactly right. I do everything legal.
Misunderstood sometimes. Backdrop. David Oswald goes to the ropes, coming back. Whoa! He wound his clock with that one. 2, 3. That, my friend, was a drop kick and a half.
One of these
Tony
days, Charles, somebody gonna slap that smile plumb off of your face, Daddy.
You ain't man enough to do it, but...
Well, I don't want to get me for beating no old
Tommy
man to
Rich having
death.
a little conversation here. We got to take time out. No,
Tell
hey,
him
no,
to pull
no.
his tights up.
We're going to take time out, and we're going to be back with more wrestling action in just a moment.
Turn the TV off with Howdy Doody and that jerk Eddie Marlin. I hope I didn't turn the TV off.
We're ready to go to the ring with a 6-man tag match as
Here comes
Fergie
three
Gibson
specimens
and
right here. Yes, sir.
Boy, you got that right. 3 real
Get
specimens.
these jerks out of here. Get that.
Gypsy Joe.
I'd like to congratulate you
Thank
for
you, brother.
upgrading the caliber
Making
of
it
this
happen. That's
program,
it, man.
taking
Give
care
him
of
a
two
sit down.
Get in the ring, Doctor. Get in the ring.
Well, he said it right when he
Jimmy
said
Kemp.
puppet. That's about all you are is old puppet.
Gypsy Joe. Bill Irwin.
I might let you use that mic.
This is going to be a six-man tag team match. Introducing at a total weight of 672 pounds on the left of the screen. From Duluth, Minnesota, Dr. Bill Irwin. From Romania, Gypsy Joe. And from South Carolina, Jimmy Kent. Going against them, total weight of 684 pounds. From Pensacola, Florida, Robert Gibson. From Japan, Tojo Yamamoto. And from Atlanta, Georgia, Carl Fergie. This is going to be a match to the expiration of time. The referee is Paul Morton.
Thank you for struggling your way through it there, David. Is little interruptions here from our guest commentator.
Look at that. Look at that Tojo, that little jet. The human cannonball. The human cannonball, man. Look at it. With the country bumpkin, Carl Fergie, and Hoot Gibson. Hoot Gibson out there. What a combination.
Yeah, just keep making fun. Just keep making
what
fun
a
of them. Yeah. Gypsy Joe will be starting out as Jimmy Kent and the Doctor climb out. Bell time, and here we go with Robert Gibson.
Look at that. That Tojo has
starting.
stepped down off them shoes, and he's about 2 foot tall, Lance.
Yeah.
Look at that. You see Gibson, he pulled the hair. So you don't talk about
Ah,
that.
he said he went
As you
behind
said,
him with
good
the
clean
arm,
move
and Joe
there.
took him down.
Yeah, good clean move.
Yeah.
Hold on, you got it.
Action in the ring right now is Gypsy Joe hanging in. Gypsy Joe hanging on to the toe hold with Robert Gibson in the center of the ring. Six-man tag matches. Joe then reached up and grabbed the hair. The referee saw him and broke it up. Now, you've been wanting to talk about hair pulling. There it is. The referee saw it, and he tells Gypsy Joe.
You wouldn't think it referee be a little prejudiced.
No, I certainly would not. Robert Gibson from behind.
You said move, but Gibson in.
Yeah, I saw it. Robert thinks he's way up. Right now, look at that.
You can't take it down.
You see what the referee's doing. He's breaking it up
The
because of the
referee's
hair
a little
pull.
prejudiced, I think, Lance, is what the whole case is. Now, you talking about a man. Look at this Dr. Bill. He going on. How much does Dr. weigh? 250, 260?
He's 244 pounds. Duluth, Minnesota.
He's
Dr. Bill
announced
around
his stuff
behind.
light. Look at him go. He's as fast as a
He's
220 pounder, too.
He's big, no question about that. Fergie, look at here. He picked it up, whatever the weight was, and body slams him.
That
Beautiful
country
move.
bumpkin's back will be hurting for a week now after picking that big man up. Country bumpkin, Carl
Yeah, I
Fergie.
remember you didn't have such an easy time with that country bumpkin when
Dropped
you
him
met
on his
him.
head, Lance.
Nice reversal.
Hey, pull his hair. Look, right in the hair. Look at that. See there? He's in the hair. The country bumpkin is the only way he can do it. He's right in the hair.
On the ropes, and it's broken up, and that's the reason why it was broken up, not the hair. Action in the ring. Carl Fergie. Dr. Bill Irwin.
Lance, just because Tojo's head looks like a hubcap, you know he thinks it's a big wheel.
Oh, boy. Man, that's the humor of Tommy Wildfire Rich, our erstwhile AWA Southern Heavyweight
I'm out
Champion.
to add a little life to this show, Lance.
Yes, certainly.
You know, Dave's done the best job today, I think, that he's ever done, sitting there keeping that big mouth of his shut.
Keeping his temper under control.
Yeah, he don't want to get mad, I'll slap him.
Carl Fergie, the doctor, right in there. Into the rope. Fergie goes up in the air. Right down. On top of the doctor, but he could only get a one count. Big arm drag.
Pulled the hair, too, right there. He pulled the hair, too. That's
I don't see the referee
pulled
breaking
the
it
hair.
up.
Look on his prejudice, I done
Referee
told
was
you.
saying, yeah. Jimmy Kent, Gypsy Joe, Dr. Bill Irwin against Carl Fergie, Tojo Yamamoto, and Robert Gibson. Big main event, expiration of time match on Championship Wrestling. Dave Brown and Lance Russell with the
Look at that.
uninvited
The human
guest
cannonball
commentator, Tommy
comes in.
Wildfire Ridge. There's Tojo taking over with the doctor, winding that arm up.
You know, Lance, it's hard to get a hold on that Tojo because he's as wide as he is tall.
Robert Gibson, no trouble getting a hold on
Look at
Dr.
him.
Bill
Look
Irwin.
at that jab, boy. So he don't even say that. Now, what is this? Is that not breaking the rules? Now, you tell me.
I won't deny.
Okay, you won't deny. That's the only way that jab can do anything is to cut the rule.
Going around behind, abdominal stretch as Robert Gibson wraps it up. And there's Gypsy Joe interfering from the outside.
Look at that. Tojo's scared to get in. He walked down the road. That jab's scared to get in the ring.